Home is where the English grows. Introduction. See your child's face light up when they learn a new English word. Imagine them singing a fun English song or reading a simple book all by themselves. Many parents dream of this for their children. They want their child to open up new doors with language. But sometimes, you might ask yourself, how can I help my child with English if I don't speak it very well? Or, where do I even start to help them learn? This is a common feeling. A small worry might whisper, am I doing enough? This book is for you. It's for the parent who wants the best for their child's future. You see how important English is, but you feel a little unsure how to be the best helper. Home is where the English grows is based on a simple, strong idea. You, the parent, are the most important person in your child's learning. You don't need to speak perfect English to make a big difference. This book will show you easy, useful ways to help your child learn and enjoy English. We will share simple tips that fit into your busy life. We will also guide you to good helpers that are often free or don't cost much. Our goal is to make learning English a happy adventure for your family, not a hard job. The main idea in this book is called a happy home for English learning. What does this mean? It means making your home a place where English feels natural, easy, and fun for your child. It does not mean turning your home into a school. It also does not mean pretending you are a fluent speaker if you are not. Instead, it means creating small, regular moments when English is a part of your day. It means using songs, games, and simple talks to help your child feel sure of themselves and curious. This kind of home is very important because it shows your child that learning English is exciting and is linked to the love they feel at home. It makes them want to learn more without feeling pushed. In this book, you will find many easy ideas. We will look at how you can use your daily times, like eating or bath time, to teach new English words. We will find fun games to play together. We will also learn how to find good English books and shows that your child will like. You will learn how to be your child's biggest supporter. You will learn to cheer them on and be happy for their progress. We will also show you many helpful places, like free phone apps, websites, and even library programs that can help your child learn. Your job is to be the main helper, the one who makes learning a happy thing. You already have what you need to create this special place where English can grow well. Your love, your excitement, and your wish to try are your strongest tools. Let's start this wonderful trip together. Your home will soon be a place where English doesn't just grow, it thrives with happiness and confidence. 1. Helping parents support their children's English learning. Your own voice, your own love for your child. These are the most powerful tools you have. It's easy to look at someone speaking English easily and feel a little bit small. You might think, how can I help my child learn this if I don't speak it well myself? This is a very common feeling, and I want you to know right away, you are already doing so much. Your role as a parent is the most important one. Your child sees your effort, your care, and your belief in them. That matters more than perfect grammar. Think about it. When your child learns something new, like riding a bike or drawing a picture, what helps them the most? It's your cheering, your patient guiding, maybe a gentle hand on their back. Learning English is the same. Your enthusiasm, your willingness to try things together, and your positive attitude are like sunshine for your child's learning. You can show them that learning is fun, that making mistakes is okay, and that trying is what counts. You don't need to be a teacher with a blackboard. You just need to be you, a loving parent who is curious about this new language alongside them. Let's imagine a parent, maybe named Maria. Maria doesn't speak much English. Her son, Leo, is starting school and English is a big part of it. Maria feels worried. She can't help Leo with his homework easily. But Maria loves Leo very much. She decides to try. She finds a few simple English songs online and sings them with Leo in the living room. She doesn't worry about her accent. Leo just giggles and sings along. Maria also finds a colorful English picture book at the library. She can't read all the words, but she points to the pictures and says the English words she knows, like dog, cat, ball. Leo points too. Maria's simple actions create a warm, happy space for English. She is showing Leo that English is not scary, but a fun part of their life together. This is the heart of a supportive home English learning environment, making it easy, enjoyable, and natural. You might be wondering, but how do I actually do this? I don't have extra time. The good news is, you don't need to set aside special English time. You can weave English into what you already do every single day. Your home is already full of opportunities. Think about the objects all around you. In the kitchen, you have a table, a chair, a cup. You can gently point and say the English word. You can do this in your native language too, then add the English word. This is the mesa, the table. Or drink from your vaso, your cup. It's a simple repetition, a little seed planted. What about bath time? Water, soap, duck. Or bedtime? Bed, pillow, sleep. These are all small moments where you can introduce English words. You can also find simple English songs. You don't need to understand every word. Songs are often about repetition and rhythm. Think about Twinkle, Twinkle Little Star, or Old MacDonald Had a Farm. You can find videos online where children sing them. You can sing along with your child, even if you just hum or repeat a few words. Your child will love the music and the shared activity. Watching cartoons can also be a gentle way to introduce English. Start with shows that have simple language and clear pictures. You can turn on the English audio and have English subtitles on the screen. You might not understand everything, but your child will start to pick up words and phrases. It's like listening to music. You begin to recognize patterns. It's not about understanding every single thing, but about getting used to the sounds and rhythm of English. The goal is to make your home feel like a welcoming place for English. This doesn't mean you have to speak English all the time. It means making English visible and accessible. You can put up simple labels on things. A label on the door, on the window, on the fridge. These are constant little reminders. They are visual cues that help your child connect the English word with the object. You can also have English books and toys around. Even if your child doesn't read them yet, seeing them creates an association. It says English is here. It's part of our home. You can set aside just a few minutes each day for a fun English activity. Maybe it's looking at a picture book, singing a song, or playing a simple matching game with English words. These short, enjoyable moments add up. They build a positive feeling towards English. One of the most important things you can do is focus on connection, not on always correcting. Imagine your child trying to say something in English. Maybe they say, "I want more juice." If they say, "I want juice more," your instinct might be to say, "No, it's more juice." But think about the impact. Your child might feel a little embarrassed or discouraged. Instead, try to understand what they mean and respond positively. You could say, "Oh, you want more juice. Here you go." You are showing them that you understand and that you are happy they are trying. This encourages them to speak more. Your goal is to build their confidence and their love for the language. Correction can come later, and it will be easier when they feel secure. Let's think about another parent, Mr. Chen. Mr. Chen speaks very little English. His daughter, May, is very bright and loves learning. Mr. Chen wants to support her. He sees May struggling with some English words at home. He can't explain the grammar, but he notices May likes drawing. So Mr. Chen buys a big pad of paper and some crayons. He tells May in their own language, "Let's draw together. You draw and I will write the English words for the things you draw." May draws a house. Mr. Shen looks at it and says, house. May draws a tree. He says tree. He writes the words down. May is excited. She is seeing the English words connected to her own creations. Mr. Shen is not fluent, but he is actively participating. He is creating a special time with May, and English is part of it. This is a wonderful example of how parents can actively participate in their child's English learning without feeling inadequate. It's about finding ways to connect your child's interests with the language. So, how can a parent who speaks very little English actively participate? It's about being present and engaged. It's about showing your child that you value their learning, even if you don't understand every word. Here are 3 specific, low-effort ways parents can naturally weave English into their daily routines. 1. The naming game during chores. When you are doing everyday tasks together, like folding laundry or setting the table, pick a few items and say their English names. For laundry, you might pick up a sock and say sock, then a shirt and say shirt. For setting the table, you say plate, fork, spoon. You can do this for just a minute or 2. It's short, it's part of what you're already doing, and it introduces new words in a practical way. Your child sees the item and hears the English word. 2. Storytime with pointing. Even if you can't read the whole book in English, you can still have an English story time. Sit with your child and look at an English picture book. Point to the pictures. Say the English words for things you recognize. Look, a car. A flower. The bird is flying. You can also make sounds for the animals or objects. This creates a visual and auditory connection to the English words, making them more memorable. It's about making the book a fun object to explore together. 3. Sing and point to English songs. Find simple, repetitive English songs online, like nursery rhymes. You don't need to sing perfectly. You can sing the parts you know, or just play the song. As you listen, point to things that are mentioned in the song if you can. For Old MacDonald, you can point to pictures of animals or make animal sounds. The rhythm and repetition are key for young learners. It makes the language feel playful and less intimidating. These are not formal lessons. They are small, natural interactions that build a positive association with English. They show your child that learning can be a part of everyday life and a shared family experience. This creates a supportive home English learning environment where English is not a burden, but a joyful discovery. The most important thing to remember is that your child is learning. They are not expecting you to be a perfect English speaker. They are looking for your support, your encouragement, and your love. When you create a home where English is present in a fun and gentle way, you are giving them a huge advantage. You are showing them that learning a new language is an adventure, and you are their trusted guide. You are building their confidence, their curiosity, and their desire to learn. This positive feeling is the foundation for all future learning. By understanding that your support and the environment you create are the most powerful tools, you're already well on your way. The next step is to explore the wealth of resources available to further enrich your child's English journey, turning your home into a vibrant hub of language discovery. 2. Creating a supportive home environment for learning English. The best place for a child to learn English is at home. It is not about speaking English perfectly or being a teacher. It is about making your home a happy place where English can grow. Think of your home like a garden. You do not need to be a gardener to grow beautiful flowers. You just need to give them sun, water, and good soil. Your home is the soil for learning English. You are the sun and the water. It's about hearing, not being perfect. Sometimes, parents worry because they do not speak English very well. They may think, how can I help my child if I cannot speak the language myself? This is a common feeling, and it is okay. The truth is, you do not need to be perfect. Your child does not need you to speak English perfectly to learn. They need to hear English. They need to be around English. Imagine a small plant. You do not speak to the plant in a special language, right? You just put it where it can get light. You give it water. English is like that for your child. The more they hear it, the more they get used to it. This is called exposure. Hearing words, even if you do not understand every single one, helps the brain get used to the sounds and rhythm of English. So, how can you give your child more exposure? It can be as simple as playing English songs while you cook or clean. You can watch cartoons in English. Even if you watch with your child and do not understand everything, you are still creating an English atmosphere. Your child sees that English is part of your life, and that is a wonderful start. You are not failing if you do not understand every word. You are succeeding by opening the door to the language. Let's think about Sophia. Her parents came from a country where they spoke a different language. They wanted their daughter, Sophia, to learn English because they knew it would help her in school and in the future. Sophia's mom, Maria, did not speak much English. She felt shy about it. But Maria loved to sing. Every day, she would sing simple English nursery rhymes with Sophia. She did not always know what every word meant, but she sang with a happy voice. She pointed to pictures in a colorful English book. Sophia loved these moments. She started to pick up words like hello, bye-bye, and apple. Maria did not need to be an English expert. She just needed to be a loving mom who shared music and books. This was the start of Sophia's supportive home English learning environment, making English fun and interesting. Children learn best when they are happy and having fun. If learning English feels like hard work, they will not want to do it. The best way to help your child is to connect English with things they already love. Think about what your child enjoys. Do they love animals? You can find picture books about animals in English. You can watch nature shows about animals in English. Do they love building with blocks? You can try naming the blocks in English: red block, blue block, big block, small block. Reading together is a powerful tool. Even if you cannot read the English words smoothly, you can still make it special. You can point to the pictures. You can say the English words you know. You can even read the story in your own language and then point to the English words and say them. The important thing is being close, sharing time, and having a good feeling about the book and the language. Games are another great way to make English fun. Simple games like I Spy can be played with colors or objects in the room. What's this? Is a great question to ask about toys or food. You do not need fancy toys or expensive games. Your imagination is your best helper. Think about Leo. Leo's dad, Mr. Shen, was a busy man who worked long hours. His English was basic, but he knew Leo loved playing with toy cars. So, when Leo played, Mr. Shen would sit nearby and say simple English words about cars. Car, wheel, go, stop, fast, slow. He would also get out a small English alphabet puzzle. Leo would put the letters together and Mr. Shen would say the letter names with him. Leo did not feel like he was studying. He was just playing with his dad, and English was part of that play. This made Leo feel good about English. It was part of his playtime, his happy time. This created a supportive home English learning environment where English was linked to joy. Building confidence through encouragement. This is perhaps the most important part. Children are sensitive. They notice when you praise them and when you seem unhappy with their efforts. When it comes to learning a new language, children can feel shy or afraid of making mistakes. Your job as a parent is to be their biggest fan. Celebrate every small success. Did your child say a new English word? Praise them. Wow, that's great. Good job. Did they try to repeat a phrase? Encourage them. You said it. Wonderful. It does not matter if they said it perfectly. It matters that they tried. Do not correct them harshly. If they make a mistake, you can gently show them the correct way without making them feel bad. For example, if your child says I go store, you can smile and say, yes, you went to the store. That's wonderful. The focus should always be on encouragement and building their desire to speak more. Think about a time you learned something new. How did it feel when someone believed in you? How did it feel when they celebrated your progress? That is the feeling you want to create for your child. Let's look at Anya. Anya's mom, Fatima, was still learning English herself. Anya was in kindergarten and had started learning some English there. Sometimes, Anya would come home and try to tell her mom something in English. Fatima did not always understand every word, but she would listen with a big smile. She would say, "Tell me again, Anya. I want to hear." If Anya said a word she knew, Fatima would repeat it and say, "Yes. That's right." If Anya tried to use a sentence, Fatima would encourage her. "You are speaking English so well." This made Anya feel so proud. She was not afraid to try new words or sentences with her mom. She knew her mom was happy to hear her try. This positive energy is the heart of a supportive home English learning environment, including English in daily activities. You do not need to set aside special English time if that feels too hard. You can weave English into the things you already do every single day. These small moments add up. Think about your morning. When you get dressed, you can name the clothes in English. Put on your shirt. These are your socks. Blue pants. During breakfast, you can name the food. Do you want an egg? This is milk. Yummy toast. When you are cleaning the house, you can name the objects. Let's clean the table. Where is the broom? This is a chair. Bath time can be fun with English. You can sing songs like Rubber Ducky or Row, Row, Row Your Boat. You can name bath toys, duck, boat, fish. Even simple greetings can be in English. Good morning. How are you? Goodbye. When you leave the house, say let's go. When you come home, say we're home. These are not lessons. They are just part of your day. For your child, it is natural to hear these words. It is not a test. It is just how you talk. Think about the family of young Mateo. Mateo's parents, David and Alina, both spoke Spanish. They wanted Mateo to learn English. They decided to make one meal a day an English meal. During dinner, they would try to use as many simple English words as they could. They would name the food. They would ask simple questions like, "Do you like it?" Or more rice. They kept a small notebook with simple English phrases they wanted to use. They did not worry about speaking perfectly. They just made an effort. When Mateo was playing, they would sometimes say things like, "Be careful," or "Look." In English, these small, regular actions helped Mateo hear and absorb English without it feeling like hard work. It was just part of his family life. This made their home a supportive home English learning environment. Using available resources, you do not have to do this all by yourself. There are so many wonderful resources available that can help you create this supportive environment, and many of them are free or very low cost. Libraries are amazing treasure chests. They have English picture books for all ages. They often have English story time sessions for children. You can borrow DVDs with English cartoons or movies. The internet is another huge resource. There are countless websites with free English songs, rhymes, and simple games for kids. Many educational TV channels offer programs in English. YouTube has channels for teaching English to young children with songs and animated stories. You can also find simple English flashcards online that you can print out. Or you can make your own by drawing pictures and writing the English words. Remember Sophia and her mom, Maria? Maria found a CD of English nursery rhymes at the library. She played it in the car every day. She also found a few simple English picture books with large pictures. She would point to the pictures and say the English words she knew. She did not need to buy expensive books or software. The library gave her everything she needed to create that English-rich environment for Sophia. For Leo and his dad, Mr. Chen, they found a simple English alphabet app on a tablet that was free to download. Leo loved pressing the buttons and hearing the letters. Mr. Chen would sit with him and repeat the letters. They also found a website with coloring pages of animals that you can print, and they would say the animal names in English as Leo colored them. These resources are not meant to take the place of your interaction. They are tools to help you. They provide the words, the songs, and the pictures. Your love, your encouragement, and your steady effort are what truly make the environment supportive. Building a home where English feels natural and exciting does not require a special degree. It is about weaving the language into your family life with joy and consistency. In the next section, we will look at the practical tools and resources that can help you bring these supportive environments to life, making learning English an adventure for everyone. 3. Finding effective methods and resources for learning English. Finding good ways and things to help your child learn English can seem hard, like a big puzzle. But you can solve it little by little. Think of it like planting seeds. Seeds need good soil, water, and sun to grow. Learning English is like that. It needs good ways, good things to use, and a happy home. Let's start with the ways. Many parents think learning English must be like school, with tests and homework. But for little kids, learning is best when it feels like playing. It's like how they learn their first language by hearing it, seeing it, and using it in fun ways. Imagine singing a song together. Songs are great because they have a beat and repeat words. Even if you don't know all the English words, you can learn the tune and sing along. Your child will hear the sounds and words again and again. Think about simple rhymes like twinkle, twinkle, little star, or old MacDonald had a farm. You can find videos of these songs online. You can sing them together, clap, and make animal sounds. The fun you have is as important as the words they hear. Reading picture books is another great way. You don't need to be a good English reader to do this. Pick books with bright pictures and simple words. You can point to the pictures and say the English word. For example, point to a dog and say dog. If the book says the cat sat on the mat, you can point to the cat and say cat. Then point to where it is sitting and say mat. Your child will link the word to the picture. It's okay if you only know a few words. Your excitement is what matters most. Reading together, sharing that quiet time, makes English feel good. Simple word games can also be very fun. For younger children, you can play I Spy. You can say, I spy something blue. Even if you only know the word blue in English, you can look around the room and point to something blue. Your child might try to guess or just enjoy the game. For older children, you can play simple matching games with pictures and words, or even act out English words like a game of charades. The main thing is to keep it light and happy. Now, let's talk about how to bring English into your everyday life. This is where the magic of a happy home for learning English really works. Remember, this means making learning easy, fun, and natural. It's about using what you have around you. Think about meal times. You can start using simple English phrases. Instead of just saying eat, you can say let's eat, or more rice. When you offer more food, when your child finishes their plate, you can say all done. During bath time, you can say wash your hands, wash your face, or splash, splash. Bedtime is another good time. Instead of just tucking them in, you can say good night, sleep tight, or sweet dreams. These small phrases, used often, create a natural flow of English without feeling like a lesson. Even doing chores can become a learning moment. When you are putting toys away, you can say, "Put the toys away." When you are folding clothes, you can say, "This is a shirt" or "This is a sock." It's about making English a part of the everyday sounds in your home, a friendly presence your child gets used to. One of the biggest worries parents have is, where do I find these things? And how can I pay for them? The good news is, many wonderful things are free or cost very little. Your local library is a treasure chest. Most libraries have a children's section with English picture books, storybooks, and books for early readers. They often have audiobooks too, which are great for listening. Some libraries even have free programs for children, like story times in English or workshops that might touch on language. It costs nothing to get a library card and look around. Take your child with you. Let them pick out books that look interesting. You can borrow a few and try them. The internet is another huge resource. YouTube has many channels for children's songs, simple cartoons, and stories in English. Channels like Cockamelon, Super Simple Songs, or channels that teach basic words are fantastic. You can watch these with your child. Even if you don't understand everything, you can see what your child likes. If they laugh or sing along, you know it's working. Look for channels that use clear pictures and repeat words. There are also many free language learning apps. Apps like Duolingo Kids or Lingumi offer simple games and activities. They often use pictures and sounds, so you can guide your child. Some apps have a section for parents where you can see how your child is doing, even if you're not fluent yourself. Don't forget your friends and family. If you have friends or relatives with older children who have learned English, ask if you can borrow their old books, flashcards, or even toys that teach English. Sharing things is a great way to save money and build a support group. Sometimes, just talking to other parents who are doing the same thing can give you new ideas and encouragement. Now, how do you choose the right things and ways? It's important to think about your child's age and what they like. A 2-year-old learns differently than a 7-year-old. For very young children, bright colors, simple songs, and repeating actions are key. They learn through play and by using their senses. Think about soft toys that say words or board books that are easy for them to hold. For children who are almost ready for school, interactive books, simple cartoons, and games that involve matching or sorting are good. They are starting to understand more complex ideas and enjoy stories with a beginning, middle, and end. For older children, you can introduce more planned activities, but still keep them fun. This could be simple chapter books, educational games online, or even cartoons with a bit more story. The most important thing is to follow what your child is interested in. If your child loves dinosaurs, find dinosaur books or shows in English. If they love drawing, find simple English drawing videos. When learning is linked to something they already like, they will be more eager to learn. Let's talk about a big question. How can a parent who knows very little English choose and use a new English learning thing like a song, a book, a video without fully understanding it themselves? This is a very common worry, and the answer is easier than you might think. Your job is not to be the teacher who explains every word. Your job is to be the helper, the supporter, and the excited friend. When choosing something, look for what you can see. For books, pick ones with lots of pictures. If the pictures clearly show what is happening, you can use those to understand the story. For songs, look at the video. Is it animated? Are the characters singing and dancing? Does it look happy? You can often guess the topic from the pictures. For example, if a video shows farm animals, you know it's probably about animals. When using the thing, focus on what you can do. With a song, you can sing the parts you know, clap along, and dance. Your child will enjoy the music and doing it together. You can point to the screen or the book and say the few English words you know, like dog, cat, happy, or sad, and use your hands to show what they mean. Your child will notice your energy and the situation. For books, you can point to the pictures and make the sounds the animals make, or copy the actions of the characters. If the book says the dog barked, you can point to the dog and say woof, woof. You are creating a fun, interactive experience. Your child's brain is amazing. They will learn the English sounds and words even if you don't fully understand them yourself. They will learn to link certain sounds to certain pictures or actions. Think of it like this. You are creating an English feeling. You are letting your child hear the language in a safe and fun way. You are showing them that English is something fun to explore. Your willingness to try, your happy attitude, and your presence are much more important than knowing all the words. You can even learn together. Point to a word in a book and say, "What's this word?" You can look up the meaning together or just try to remember it for next time. Now, let's think about what can go wrong. What are the most common mistakes parents make when choosing English learning things, and how can they avoid them so their child stays interested and happy? One big mistake is choosing things that are too hard or too boring. If a book has too much writing and not enough pictures for a young child, they will stop being interested quickly. If a cartoon is too fast or has complicated words, it might be too much. The key is to choose things that are just a little bit difficult, but mostly fun. This is called the just right level. Another mistake is using things that are too formal or feel like schoolwork. If every English activity feels like a test or a chore, your child will start to dislike English. They might think of it as something they have to do instead of something they want to do. To avoid this, always keep learning fun and playful. If your child isn't enjoying a certain book or game, don't make them. Put it away and try something else. There are so many options available. Sometimes, parents try to do too much at once. They might download 10 apps and buy 20 books, thinking they need to give their child lots of English. This can be overwhelming for both the parent and the child. It's much better to start small. Choose one or two good things that you and your child enjoy and use them regularly. As you both get more comfortable, you can slowly add more. A similar mistake is not being regular. It's better to have short, regular times with English than long times that don't happen often. 5 to 10 minutes of singing a song every day is better than an hour of watching videos once a week. Regularity helps the language stay. Finally, some parents feel they need to make their child speak perfect English right away. This can lead to feeling upset. Remember that learning a language is a journey. There will be good times and bad times. Celebrate the small wins. When your child says a new English word or understands a simple instruction, that is a big success. Your goal is to help them love the language, not to be perfect right away. To sum up, finding good ways and things means making learning fun and natural. Use songs, books, and games. Bring English into your daily life. Look for free things like libraries and online sites. Choose things that fit your child's age and what they like. And remember, you being a supportive parent is the most important thing. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to be willing to explore and encourage. Once you have found the right tools and ways, the next important step is to bring them smoothly into your home, turning your living space into a lively place for discovering English. This leads us to think about how to create that truly supportive feeling, making every part of your home a possible learning place. 4. Encouraging children to enjoy learning English. Learning a new language, especially for a child, should be like a fun journey, not hard work. We want our children to start learning English with happy hearts, curious minds, and a smile. Think about how children learn their first language. They learn by playing, by listening, and by being part of what their family does every day. We can use this same wonderful way to learn English. Your own English doesn't need to be perfect. The most important things are your energy and your wish to make your home a place where English is a friend, not a problem. Imagine a little girl named Maya. Her mom, Mrs. Chen, worried a lot about her own English. She felt shy when she tried to speak it. But Maya loved to draw. So Mrs. Chen found bright English books about animals. She would point to the pictures and say the animal names in English, even if her words didn't sound exactly right. Look, Maya. A dog, she would say, pointing to a picture. Maya would laugh and try to say dog too. Soon Mrs. Chen started writing simple English words on paper and sticking them on things in their house. A note on the door said door. Another on the window said window. This was a quiet way to fill their home with English, making it a normal, everyday thing. Maya's dad, who also didn't speak much English, would join in sometimes, pointing and saying the words with a smile. They made it a family game. Maya didn't feel any pressure. She was just having fun with her mom and dad, and English became part of that fun. This is the main idea of a home where English learning is supported, making learning easy, fun, and natural for children, with parents as the main helpers, even if they aren't perfect at English themselves. It's about making language a family adventure. Playing is the best way to learn with fun. Children love to explore, and playing is their favorite way to learn about the world. When we make learning English a game, children jump in with excitement. They don't even know they are learning. They are just having a good time. Think about songs. English children's songs are great for little ones. Songs like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star or Old MacDonald Had a Farm have easy words and repeating sounds that are simple to remember. You don't need to sing perfectly. Just singing together, clapping your hands, and doing the actions like pretending to be a cow or a duck makes it fun. Your child will learn the words and the sounds of English without even trying. You can find these songs easily online or in music collections for children. Simple games can also be very helpful. A game of I spy with colors or objects is wonderful. You can say, I spy with my little eye something blue. Your child looks around the room and tries to guess. Even if they can only say blue in English at first, it's a success. You can also play simple matching games with cards that have words and pictures. Put the cards down, say the English word, and have your child match the picture. This helps them connect the spoken word with what it means. Pretending games are also very useful. When children play house, doctor, or shop, they create their own little worlds. You can join in and use simple English words. If you are playing shop, you can say, hello, what do you want? Or thank you. Even if you only use a few English words here and there, you are showing your child that English can be used in real, fun situations. This helps them see English as a living language, not just something in a book. The important thing is to keep it light and fun. If your child seems tired or not interested in a game, don't force them. Just try something else another time. The goal is to create good feelings about English. Stories make imagination and language grow. Stories have a special power. They can take us to different places, show us new characters, and teach us new things, all while keeping our attention. For children, stories are a magical door to language. Reading English books out loud is one of the best things you can do. Don't worry if your words don't sound perfect. Your child will hear the rhythm and the sounds of English. What is more important is the time you spend together. Sit close with your child and read. Point to the pictures. Make funny voices for the characters. If you find a word you don't know, you can skip it or look it up together later. The act of reading and sharing a story creates a warm moment together, and your child connects English with this good feeling. There are so many wonderful English children's books available, from colorful picture books for very young children to longer books for older kids. Start with books that have big, bright pictures and simple words. Books that rhyme are especially good for learning language. As your child gets more comfortable, you can choose books that match what they like. If they love dinosaurs, find a dinosaur story. If they love princesses, find a princess story. When learning is connected to what they already love, it becomes much more exciting. Besides books, English cartoons and movies that are right for their age can be a great help. Choose shows that are made for young learners, with clear speaking and simple stories. Watching these together can let your child hear real spoken English in a fun, visual way. You can talk about what you were watching afterward. Ask simple questions in your own language or use a few English words if you feel okay doing so. What did the cat do? Or that was a funny bear. Asking your child to tell the stories again in their own words is also a great way to build their confidence and language skills. They might tell you the story using a mix of their own language and the English words they remember. This is perfectly fine. It shows they are thinking about what they heard and trying to say it. Praise their efforts, no matter how small. Every try is a step forward. This naturally builds a home where English learning is supported, where exploring language is encouraged and celebrated. Making English part of every day, the most natural way for children to learn is by living it. We can add English to our daily routines, making it feel like a normal part of home, not a separate class. This way is key to creating that home where English learning is supported, where English grows naturally. Writing simple English words on things around the house is an easy but useful trick. Get some sticky notes or small pieces of paper. Write simple English words for common items and stick them on table, chair, bed, door, window. You don't need to do all of them at once. Start with a few. You can point to the label and say the word together. Over time, your child will start to see these words and know what they mean. It's like having little English helpers around the house. Using simple English words during everyday activities can also make a big difference. During meals, you can say, "Let's eat," or "more rice." When you are getting dressed, "Put on your shirt." When you are cleaning up, "Let's clean the toys." You don't need to say whole sentences in English. Even a few key words said with a smile can help your child learn the language. Saying these words again and again during activities makes them meaningful. Celebrating small steps in English learning can make your child want to try more. Did they manage to say a new English word correctly? Did they understand a simple English instruction? Give them a hug, a high five, or say something nice like "good job" or "well done." This good feedback shows them that you notice their efforts and value them. It makes them feel proud and encourages them to keep trying. These small moments of success build confidence and create a good feeling about learning English, making home a truly supportive place. Good feedback and celebrating success. Children do best when they are encouraged. When we make them feel good about what they try, they are more likely to keep going, especially with something as hard as learning a new language. Creating a happy atmosphere where mistakes are seen as chances to learn is very important for their confidence and their enjoyment of English. Real praise is powerful. Instead of saying "you're so smart," try to say something specific. "I love how you tried to say that English word." Or "you remembered the color blue. That's great." Specific praise helps children understand what they are doing well and makes them want to do it again. It shows you are paying attention to their effort, not just what they achieved. It is also very important not to criticize. Children are sensitive. If they make a mistake, don't correct them in a harsh way or make them feel ashamed. Instead, you can gently show them the right way to say it or the right phrase without making a big deal about their mistake. For example, if your child says t-shirt when they mean shirt, you can simply say, "Yes, your shirt is blue." This shows them the correct way without making them feel bad. Remember, mistakes are a normal and necessary part of learning any language. They are steps forward, not things that stop you. Creating a safe place for mistakes means your child will feel brave enough to try new words and phrases. They won't be afraid of sounding silly or getting it wrong. This freedom to try new things is very important for learning language. When children feel safe and supported, they are more willing to take chances, which leads to learning faster and with more confidence. This is a main part of a truly home where English learning is supported. Your calm, encouraging way of being is your most valuable tool. Using what they love. What does your child love? Dinosaurs? Superheroes? Princesses? Whatever they are passionate about, it's a great way to make learning English exciting. When we connect English to something they already love, it instantly becomes more important and interesting for them. Let's say your child loves dinosaurs. Instead of making them read a simple book about the alphabet, find English books or even simple English websites about dinosaurs. You can look up dinosaur names in English, learn about where they lived, or watch short English videos about them. Even if you can only read a few sentences or point out a few words, the fact that it's about dinosaurs will catch their attention. If your child likes superheroes, you can look at English comic books, watch English cartoons with their favorite heroes, or even play pretend games where they are the superhero using simple English commands. Fly, superhero, fly. Or catch the bad guy. The trick here is to be a detective about your child's interests. Watch what they like. What toys do they play with the most? What characters do they talk about? Once you know these interests, you can actively look for English materials that match them. This makes learning feel less like studying and more like exploring their favorite topics through a new language. This method makes sure that English becomes a tool for them to get more of what they already enjoy, making it a deep part of their world and helping them truly love the language. By making English a source of happiness and discovery, you are not just teaching words and rules, you are building a lifelong good feeling about the language. This foundation of enjoyment is very important as we go on to learn how to use the many tools available to help your child's English skills grow. Conclusion: you have started a special adventure with your child, one that will bring many chances through learning English. This book wanted to show you that you, as a parent, have the most important key to open these chances. It is not about speaking perfect English yourself. It is about making a happy place at home, a happy home for English learning, where your child feels safe, joyful, and wants to learn. We looked at simple, everyday ways to bring English into your family's life. Think about the fun of reading a story together, even if you need to stop and find a word. Remember the joy of singing English songs, letting your voices join in, no matter how you sound. We saw how even short, easy talks in English can make your child feel brave. These are not hard jobs, they are acts of love and cheering. They are the strong base for that happy place where English feels like a game, a discovery, a new friend, not like schoolwork. Maybe you were worried that your own English was not good enough to help. Please know this: your love and your wish to be there for your child are your strongest tools. You do not need to be a teacher to be a great helper. You just need to be a parent who believes in your child and helps them learn. Your excitement is catching. When you show you care, your child will too. We also looked at many good tools, books, apps, and websites that can make learning even more fun. These are your helpers, ready to support the good work you are already doing. Learning English is like a long walk, not a short run. There will be days when it feels like slow progress, and that is okay. The most important thing is to keep building that happy home for English learning. Keep reading, keep singing, keep exploring. Be happy for every small win, a new word learned, a sentence understood, a book finished. These moments add up, building a strong future for your child. Being able to speak English opens doors to new friends, exciting learning, and a bigger world. By making this loving, encouraging space at home, you are giving your child a wonderful gift that will last their whole life. Your home is more than just walls and a roof. It is a garden where English seeds can be planted, watered with your love, and helps to grow. It is a place where questions are welcomed and mistakes are seen as steps forward. Thank you for letting us be part of your home and for your care for your child's language journey. We are sure that with your strong support, English will grow beautifully in your home, bringing joy and chances to your family. Wishing you all the best for your continued success and happiness as you learn together.